things. I've been driving this train, years in this lane. There's no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits.
We're good? Okay, let me just finish preparing here. Oh, we are live! Welcome to Breaking the Cycle, episode number 28.
Why do you never sound so sure about what episode we're on?
It's like a mystery.
You're here. You're here. Well, that's it.
All right,
That's the show.
Breaking the Cycle is a live show on how to be a positive role model and lead your freak family by breaking the cycle and changing the trajectory of your family tree so that you become the type of man your son would want to become and the type of man your daughter would one day want to marry.
Wait a minute. What happened? Hold on. What happened in that beginning part? You used to say positive male role model, and now you don't say that anymore.
There's just an arrow there.
So you just stopped. How does hands taste? Some salt and pepper for that shit? You're just assuming my gender, or you're unassuming my gender?
No, there's just an arrow there. Just like an arrow. Exactly.
Okay, perfect. Let's keep rolling.
These are the types of conversations you should be having with your kids, so they can learn to think for themselves and are not afraid to speak for themselves. So when they're confronted with these life-saving situations, they will not be in shock and have an idea on how to approach it. I tried to memorize that.
Good one.
Good one. All right, so what episode is this? Because every time you say episode
number
29!
Oh, 28 you just said.
No, last time we did 28.
No, last time
Quickly post down into the comments what episode.
They never know. We don't even fucking know.
They may remember. Let me see.
All right, so we got lots of stuff
Wait,
to
hold
go
on.
over here today. What?
Just a quick question. Do you have your Instagram thing? Instagram comment? For this week?
My Instagram? Well, I couldn't pull up those screenshots. Can't be pulled up because we're on there still, and we didn't solve that.
Who wants a
But I'm
starting
gonna
joke?
tell you about one of them. I just don't have who it's by.
Who wants a starting joke?
That's a shame.
Yeah, and it's a good one. It's about you two, actually. Very offensive, so we'll get to that.
Oh, I know this one, I think.
A starting joke. You want to hear a joke about pizza?
Oh, no.
Never mind. It's too cheesy.
Where's the joke?
How am I supposed to figure that out?
That was the joke.
But I'm supposed to be a joke that like a thing I have to figure out.
But that was just supposed to be like.
And that was very freaking cheesy, actually. Literally cheesy.
That was like
Oh my god, that
depressing.
was horrible. That was just the bottom of the barrel. All right, so we got all kinds of stuff to go over today. Starting off, let's start off with our upcoming. What do we have upcoming? In a couple weeks? Can you sit back there? Like
We have, in 10 days from now, we have the 24-hour PFT coming up.
okay, what's 24-hour PFT?
The 24-hour PFT is it's a fundraiser for Save Our Allies, and I'll talk more about that later. So a PFT is 1 mile run, 100 push-ups, 100 squat thrusts, and 100 crawl-outs, and we're seeing how many rounds we can do that in a 24-hour time zone.
I know that the joke that I said wasn't really something that you could figure out, so I'm gonna have a better one.
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can handle the 2-for-1 deal. What do you got? What do you got?
Why did the actor break his leg during the movie?
For good luck. So someone told him to have break a leg.
Oh yeah.
Someone told him to break a leg.
Yeah.
So I got a
Good
point.
luck, he said.
Because that's they consider good luck. Good luck so it means break a leg means good luck.
Why? How
I
is
have no
that good
idea.
luck?
So I got it right?
Yeah.
And I got it right immediately. That's a 2-pointer.
No, it's
1.5. Remember, it's 1.5.
All right, so 1.5 out of 1.
Yes.
So I'm ahead of the game. So 1.5 out of 1 on me figuring out your lame-ass jokes.
I have one on here.
So the 24-hour PFT, let's go back to that.
Yes.
I can't handle more than 2 jokes per 5-minute time period. So 24-hour fitness session. What's your goal? How many times are you going to make it
I wanna
through
get-
in 24 hours?
I want to get 15.
15 times through. So you're going to run 15 miles and do 1,500 push-ups and do 1,500 squat thrusts and do 1,500 crawl-ups within 24 hours.
Yeah, and the squat thrusts and crawl outs are squatting down, so that's like 3,000 squats too.
Great. Well, no. How are you going to get up and down from the push-up?
Oh, that's 2 squats because I'm just gonna stay on my knees. I'm not gonna get all the way up. Like,
Oh, right.
it's a waste of energy. So plus 2
Oh, yeah,
squats.
we would stay down there. You're going to
So 2 squats every.
Imagine you got up every time after every set of push-ups. How are you going to break down your push-ups?
Probably 5s. Probably
I
5s
wanna
or
get-
8s.
I want to get at least 8 through 10.
You right there? Yeah. Is that your wiggle band?
8 or 10.
8 or 10?
Yeah.
That'd be good.
8 through 10.
So you're going to do 8 miles
800.
and 800 push-ups
You didn't.
and 800 squat thrusts and 800 crawl-ups? Shit. Hell yeah. You can do that. That's going to be freaking... If you do that, that'll be awesome. How did you get on the push-ups?
I got technically 999 because I finished my last
So
push-up.
think about
I finished my 1,000th push-up after the last second.
at the bell. At the freaking bell. So think about that math, though. That was like 2 years ago now, probably a year and a half ago, the push-ups, right? A while ago now.
It was in March. I think it was
What is your foot doing up on the counter where the computer is?
Right. I think it was when Corona hit. I think it was when Corona hit.
So a couple of years.
I
So
think,
you did
right?
999 of only push-ups. So this time you're saying you're going to do 800 push-ups plus 800 squat plus 800 crawl-outs and 8 miles in the same amount of time you did 999 push-ups. Yeah? Holy shit. I want to see it. That'll be an improvement because you've been training hard the last 2 years, right? You've been preparing. Why are you smirking? I'm not convinced with that.
Okay, but so
What the
our
flip was that?
first my
You have
goal
glitter.
is to get
You literally have like a speck of glitter.
what?
Yeah, I just saw it again.
I told you don't assume my gender.
I literally saw glitter.
So you know why I said 8 through 10? Because my goal is to get at least 8, and if I still have, if I think I still have enough time to do another one, I'll do the 9, and if I still have more time, I'll do the 10.
You do 10, I'll give you $1.
Yeah!
$1.
A whopping $1.
You still owe me 50 cents for those eggs.
But it's got to be legit rounds.
Yeah.
Not like some bullshit
Oh,
worming
and
on the ground
100
push-ups.
100 push-ups, not 50. 100. Because you said you were doing 50.
No. I said when I practice, I do 50.
On the real thing, you're going to do hundreds?
8.
What the hell is that? No, all of a sudden you
No.
make up some number?
No.
All right. Real rounds, $10 per round. You get $10 per round.
Is it the same deal for me?
I'll
Do
see.
you-
I'm talking to her right now. What's this got to do with you?
I want some money too.
Are you counting around like a full PFT? Is
All
that-
4 exercises, yeah. So the mile, 100, 100, 100.
That's around.
But it's got to be real.
Yeah.
100 of each. And push-ups.
Can I get $10
Like
too?
real.
Our push-ups.
We're talking right here.
I'm here too.
Our push-ups.
So we're doing this. We've been training our asses off. We train our asses off every day. We haven't taken a day off in, I don't even know, a year and a half now. I don't even know how long it's been since I took a day off. And we definitely haven't taken at least a year and a half of an actual day off. We're talking about training full workouts every freaking day. So that is coming up in 10 days. And it's going to freaking suck. We have a bunch of people coming over here, friends and family. None of you internet fucking weirdos that we don't know are coming over. But we are going to be streaming this live 24 hours the entire time on Zoom, and then check-ins on Facebook and Instagram live and all that stuff. But I think the Zoom, we're going to keep it rolling for the entire 24 hours. We're going to see how it goes. And so you could join along from anywhere in the world. You can get your own group together doing it. You could challenge yourself. How many rounds can you get? And yeah, it sounds crazy, but this is what it's all about. Doing hard shit. And on top of that, not only is it going to be a chance for us to just hang out and push ourselves and suffer together and have fun, connect with other people, but it's also for a charity, for a fundraiser, for Save Our Allies. And I'll put the link down there about Save Our Allies. I'll also put the link to the challenge itself where you can go and donate and you can become a part of the 24-hour challenge. That's the main thing we've been focusing on lately. Coming up, what else has been going on in the last week or two? I think we didn't do the show last week, right?
No,
So
last week we did not.
So the last couple of weeks, what else has been going on?
Lost.
Nothing. End the show. Great. See you guys next time.
No. I'm thinking. What? We've been training every day.
I don't know. You told me we were talking about.
Oh yeah, in the last few weeks, the escape room.
You told me you were doing an escape room. You told me you were doing the end of a different challenge that you did, and your reward for the end of a different challenge that you got, and all this other stuff.
Oh yeah.
And now it comes time for showtime, and we crumble under the pressure.
No,
and we
I
forget our
didn't
whole
know- I
plan
didn't
just because
Write
there's
it
no.
down.
So we don't have a teleprompter. Are you like
No.
Bidden? Are you like Bidden who can't speak
Mommy
unless you get a teleprompter, or the dude from that? What was the movie? Anchorman.
Got it.
Where they put the teleprompter, and he only can function on the teleprompter. He said, "F you, San Diego."
Or F you, Las Vegas. Or
No,
something.
San Diego.
San Diego.
And because you just read exactly what was on the prompter, and you didn't realize, and you got in all kinds of trouble. Is that what you guys like? You guys like Anchorman?
Yeah, Anchorman was a good movie.
Where would you be doing? You watched Anchorman?
Yes.
How could you watch Anchorman? That is not for children's.
Yeah, we're not normal children.
That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure.
Yeah, but Tyson, you should go get
All right.
You should go get the
Maybe.
prize.
I don't know. So we did the escape room a few weeks ago. And an escape room is like a room that you have to escape out of.
I'm pretty sure they know what an escape room is.
Yeah, it's a room that you have to escape out of.
So an escape room is a room you have to escape out of. Did you know? This is going to be mind-blowing, the shit I'm about to tell you now. A swimming pool is, listen to this, get this, is a pool
For
that
swimming.
you go swimming in. That's some groundbreaking shit right there. Look at that. You're like mind-blowing. That's called edumacation. This is education.
Wow.
Exactly. An escape room is in a room that you escape. That is just the same as a swimming pool. All right, so what about the escape room? So we went to a real escape room.
Yeah, called the Panic Room, which is what our
It's a place that has 3 different escape rooms, but we did the hardest one.
And
yes.
that was part
And
of
the
your
scariest
homeschooling.
Yeah, it
Home
was
lifing. We
Homeless.
took you to a real escape room to do that. Like, what a great way to just read stuff, figure stuff out. There was math involved in there we had to do, and finding clues, like actual real world skills that you're using. And then once we went to that, what'd you guys do here?
Oh, we created our own escape room, us two.
Yeah, but before we move on, since we were kind of on the Anchorman topic, I wanted to say something.
We're on the Anchorman topic. I
Yeah.
didn't know it was the topic of the show, Anchorman.
Yeah, but so a few days ago, I was on Mommy's phone and I saw an app that said teleprompter. What does she need a teleprompter for?
To talk about like the goops and all that other stuff. She has to talk about the goops and the shoes that she buys and the vacations that she's planning
I
and
know
all this other
and I
stuff.
know why she needs to use a teleprompter for it because she can't remember all the shoes she has.
Oh, and probably remember her schedule if they get the hair and the nails and the toes and the armpits done and all that stuff. They need a teleprompter to keep track of all that shit. Remind yourself about it. I've seen her reading off teleprompter like the goops, just talk about the goops in her videos because you can't. How could you possibly remember all those different goops that she puts on the hair and the nails and the crusty toes and all that other stuff? You need a teleprompter for that shit. So then they built an escape room. Tell me about break down the escape room. I don't even know how you did half that stuff. It was pretty good.
We
I
totally
was
did not
I was
copy
good at.
it from a YouTube video.
You didn't all of it.
No,
because
some of the things we came up
Like
with
the
our
Holy
own.
Grail.
Yeah, Holy Grail. That was it. Was
I was
the
pretty good at figuring some of that stuff out. I skipped a couple of steps because I figured them out ahead of time.
Yeah,
just
like
remembering stuff.
there was a bike lock on something, and he got the 3 digits, but there was these two pieces of paper that one of the pieces of the paper had half. The word said the last number you seek is whatever it was, 1 I think, and it was like half of the letters, like half of the letter in every word, and then the other piece of paper
Had
was
the
the
other half.
So I could
Like the other half.
superimpose it over the top
yes.
and put it up to the light, right? Then I
Yeah.
put it up to the light right away and I got it all like...
Oh no, that was the letter. The letter that started off with. It was a letter that took us like 2 hours to work on. So we created a letter and then we switched around the words backwards, so you'd have to like
and
twist it around or look at a mirror or something to read it. And you brought it up to the light right away and read it out.
But how did I read that just up to the light? It was backwards.
No, you twisted the paper around and brought it up to the light.
Oh, upside, yeah, because I saw
Yeah.
through the paper. Yeah, I figured that out in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but it took us so long to figure it out, and once we did it, we were like, yay!
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys were doing your secret little missions, or you're like hiding in the house and setting all this crap up. But we escaped it. We figured it out somehow.
Yeah,
there were like 8 or 9 different combinations we had to figure out. There were locks, like there was shit locked up in boxes and locks and safes all over this damn office. And I think I'd still find shit laying around that you didn't clean up from it still, but that's beside the point. I don't know, little stickers here and there. Do not open this box. Do not touch this. X, X, X.
Yeah, there's a cardboard safe involved. There was calendar involved. It took you 48 minutes.
And so this kind of shit that we're doing in home lifing, homeschooling, this is their education, creating shit like that. And yesterday I did a story of him. I turn around, he's got a baseball cap on backwards, covering his eyes, taking apart an AR-15, putting it back together, blindfolded, while this one I can see right out the window. This one is doing some shit out in the yard for your own work. What were you working on in the yard?
We are planting seeds in our newly made garden.
What's in the garden?
We have a bunch of fruits that's not in the fenced off garden, but that's going to be our vegetable garden. On the inside of the fence, we have lettuce, radish, turnips, green beans.
Spinach?
Not green. Yeah, there's spinach.
Good.
Cucumbers?
Cucumbers, we're still
So you're telling me all that shit's going to grow out there in that yard?
But how long is it going to take?
I'd have to check the seed packets.
About.
Average.
When am I going to see a full tomato out there?
Yeah, we planted some tomatoes. I don't know.
Probably 6 months, 7 months.
No.
Because in Walking Dead, if you haven't watched that is a great lesson taker.
It's great education. You know, there was a cartoon someone put on Instagram. I wish we need a separate thing that I could pull up.
We need another
Why
phone.
didn't you say the real thing? You said frick.
Whatever. It was this cartoon, this kids show, like some famous kids show. And that one character says to the other, "Oh, where is he?" or something. And the character said, "Oh, please don't call them that, because that's not their pronouns that they prefer, and this and that." And they went to all this, said, I am bipolar, or whatever the word is, binary or something.
Non-binary.
Whatever it is, bipolar, I don't know, whatever the hell it's called.
Bipolar.
Something like that.
Polar bear.
It was crazy. And
A cartoon for
Yeah.
little children.
yeah. And then there was another one of a show, a kid's birthday party. Kid's birthday party with the kids around. And like the main kid whose party is sitting in the chair, like if Bozo the Clown was going to come out and do a magic show, that would be like, there would be the center of attention. Except it was, I don't know what they're called. A man like that dresses as a woman that does like this show for like adults, usually like a very adult show, a drag queen or something. I don't even know
What's
what
a
they call
drag
them now.
queen?
I don't even know if that's what they call them nowadays. Who knows? Yeah, that might be offensive, but who knows? Can't even say it. We don't
A
blast it out.
drag.
So they're doing this like adult type show for this kid, and the kid is just sitting there, and there's like 30, 40 adults around, like laughing and cheering and clapping. So like, that was this kid's birthday party. Imagine it was your birthday party.
That
Was it where?
I've seen several of them, both. But
Wait.
you know why they do? They want to, because you have freedom. Okay, you have freedom to live however you want to live. There's no problem with that. But they want to like outdo each other about who can be more free and more like open to that kind of stuff. So they do that, like those kind of parties for their kids. It's like a little 6-year-old girl or something. Like we're talking a kid, 5-year-old girl, 6-year-old girl, 7-year-old girl. I don't know how we got onto that. Bipolar, binary. What is it?
sad.
We
What
were
is it?
talking about Walking Dead, and you just brought that up.
No, we were talking about something
The
about
cartoon.
Walking Dead.
We were talking about tomatoes, about Walking Dead, and then you brought up.
Because something you said must have maybe brought something connected the dots. I forget.
It's a great show if you haven't watched it.
Oh, because you're talking about a great show. Now, so this is a better, Walking Dead literally is a better show than this show, because this show is just off the wall. Anyway. So yeah, learned a lot from Walking Dead. How long? When am I going to see some tomatoes out there?
No, in Walking Dead, let me say this.
Right,
So
go on,
I'm not
go
going
back
to
to that.
spoil anything. I'm just going to say, in season 9, they're just growing some crops. Okay, they're just growing some tomatoes, and in between seasons, it's like what, 6 months maybe? And there was one ripe tomato. So you're gonna have a tomato probably around 7 months, 8 months.
No.
Longer or shorter?
Sure.
But one time you were telling me some other.
Yeah, an apple tree is gonna be like a year and a half.
When am I going to get oranges on that tree?
You know that.
Just answer the question.
I don't really know.
About.
So you know that gate in the backyard? You know the gate like right in.
This sounds like a long answer. The orange trees. When am I going to have a juicy orange to sink my freaking claws into? How long about? Give me an answer.
The time that it takes it to get to the size that the orange trees in the background.
Okay, that sounds like a very like politics answer.
Just to say, like
I don't know.
About
I don't
a range. 2 to 3 months?
2 to 3 years.
Excuse me?
2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years? I might be dead by then. The zombies will be
I knew you were gonna say
the
that.
zombies will have taken over by then. The apocalypse will have happened. What are we going to live off of? The parsley or whatever? What is the other one?
Turnips.
Turnips? Pernips? Pernips? Whatever the hell it's called. 2
You
to 3
guys
years.
haven't watched Walking Dead yet? Watch it.
2
Great
to 3
lessons.
years for me to get a freaking orange?
And
But in Walking Dead, did you see their garden? Their garden was like,
because that stuff is fake.
but
It's
still,
fake!
still.
And they have
You're
a whole
comparing
freaking...
me to a fake, like nonsense
I think it's a
garden
non-binary.
that I bet
Non-binary.
was in a movie recording studio. Not even outside in nature.
But did you see that farm down the street? The fresh fruit? That place is amazing.
That place all of a sudden, they must have put steroids in that shit. It was like an empty field. All of a sudden, the next day, it's like, stop shit for sale. Like, what the hell did they do there?
I know. There's strawberries.
Can you buy an orange tree?
avocados.
Can you buy an orange tree and plant it in our yard that will give us oranges sooner?
Yes, but it's gonna be around.
There's the but. Are you final question on the topic. Are you related to our president? Because you answer questions very similarly. Beating around the bush and, oh yeah, they will, but this and that and maybe not. And
No,
Wait,
no.
can we get another joke? Can I say another
No,
joke?
the only thing is that we're gonna, for one tree that it might take still a few weeks to produce fruit. Like maybe
That's a lot better than 2
No,
to 3
no.
years.
a plant that will take maybe a few weeks to a few months to start producing fruit for us will be about 300, 400.
I don't.
If you want to get it from
That's
a good
time. It's
if
worth
you want to
reading.
get it from a good plant nursery that won't have any viruses in it.
Now we got coronas in. Oh, coronas in there. I'm gonna give viruses.
A vaccine.
But while we're talking about
If the tree has a virus, can we give it a vaccine and cure it? Because I hear those things cure everything.
Yeah, you just gotta get like 2 the regular thing, 4 boosters, and 4 extra boosters.
Can the tree get a
and you're
booster
okay.
shot? If I give the tree a booster shot, will it give me safer, cleaner oranges? So $300 or $400 is worth it to save that time. You're buying time back before I die, before the zombies take over because I didn't have a freaking orange.
Well, you're gonna need to spend some time, and by the time that you
Tell
make
me-
that money, you'll
Tell me
also-
something about gardening that's going to sound like a foreign language. Like something that I'm not going to understand what the frick you're talking about.
She said something about it yesterday. I didn't know what that was. She said something.
Like you said something about a fence or something like that. I was like, are you speaking Russian again? I told you about not
the
speaking
trellis.
Russian. When I'm around, you speak English. You don't speak Russian. What is it?
We're gonna plant stuff on the fence that can go on a trellis.
Huh? I thought
How did this turn in?
you
We
said it's
started
gonna-
from escape room and it turned into
I thought you said
this.
it's going to grow on a fence.
Yeah, a trellis.
It's
But you said a fence. Sounds like a fence to me.
A trellis is a fence.
Then why'd
Why-
you just say fence?
I know. You say it's gonna grow on a fence for a trellis.
I'm confused.
It's gonna go on a fence for
Is
a
trellis like a French word for fence?
No!
Are you
Then
French
what's a
now?
trellis?
No.
What's a trellis?
A trellis? It's like a fence, but it's meant for plants to grow on.
They're going to grow on the fence?
Yeah, grapes.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah,
a
it's
video of
gonna-
some like
No,
dude,
no,
and he was like
so-
wrapping the vines around it.
Yeah, so the fence is gonna act, it's gonna imitate a trellis. A trellis is something that's kind of like a fence, but it's meant specifically for
I-
gardening.
Got it. So the fence does not, what's the word? Associate?
Associate?
Does not,
Associate.
Identify as?
The fence does not identify as a fence. It's identifying as a trellis. That's what you're telling me.
No.
Pretty much what you're saying.
I don't.
It's
I'm lost.
pretending to be a trellis.
All right, you're nerding out too much for me. I'm lost.
We're making it a trellis.
How can you make it? What if it doesn't identify the trellis? It's a fence. It doesn't identify it.
And fences don't identify
How do you know?
as anything.
How dare you
They're-
say you know? Are you
they're
God?
You're insulting someone.
Are you God? You get to say what a fence identifies
Fences
as?
aren't a someone, they're a something.
You? Who says?
I'm a something too.
How do you know? Are you God? You get to say what the fence is and has and thinks and identifies as? How? That
What
is
if
just,
God doesn't identify?
that is outrageous. How do you know God identifies as God?
I never said anything about God.
Now all of a sudden you're some religious expert?
Oh my God.
Can I say a joke? Can I say a joke?
Jesus.
You should be going on the trellis.
I don't identify as a trellis. Sorry.
You don't need to identify as a trellis to grow on a trellis.
Oh, I'm a trellis. All right. Wait, I need a break from this. My head is spinning.
Oh.
Okay, then I guess we'll get a joke.
Jesus.
Tyson?
What can you? What? Okay.
Keep going. Let me go over here and just check on the
What
Instagram.
can you serve
Hello?
but never eat?
I'm going to think while I'm checking out the message.
What can you serve but never eat? That makes so much sense.
You got to say it louder.
What can you serve but never eat?
What can you serve but never
Oh, timer.
eat? A tennis ball. Am I right? I got that right away. That's another point and a half, sucker. You better keep the point. All right, go on to the next. What is the next topic? Well, I just checked.
You have
Make sure you
3 out of 2. You have 3 points out of 2 questions.
Tyson, no, it's 0.5. It's 0.5.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you're way ahead of the game. Super important notepad here. 3 out of 2. Wow.
3 because I made that joke in the beginning.
Huh?
No.
You didn't even answer it.
You saw that my feet were there. Who?
All right, what's our next topic here? We're trying to finish things up.
Next topic
Just making sure we're still good there.
is the end of the daily discipline challenge. It was about.
Why'd you like this?
It was about. Let me check my calendar real quick.
Listen,
We
why'd
started
you
on the
like
9th.
this? The end of the challenge.
It was 23 days, the daily discipline challenge. And we talked about it. We talked about the challenge during the challenge, but the challenge has
So
been
basically,
over.
there's a bunch of things that you had to do for a certain amount of days in a row. You couldn't miss any of the tasks, like 10 or 15 different things you had to do every day for like almost 30 days.
22.
And then you got a reward. What was the reward you got?
I
guess it's together you got a reward. We won't talk about the incidents that we got. So what did you guys get?
Also, is mine
Freaking dragon.
Dargan. Bad Dargan.
take ownership for actions that weren't yours. That
So
were
what did you get?
we.
So it's partially mine now. Yay! It's mine.
Crash this microphone down.
Is it
Dog.
on?
Yeah.
Is it working? Okay.
I think it was crackling.
We got a banana pied ball python. Banana pied ball. Or
Yeah, we don't talk about
a banana pied ball python. It's just
What
a
does it
snake.
eat? What does it eat?
It eats little mice / rats, or it's gonna eat rats.
So you're feeding it mice? Where do you get mice from? You just find them around your room? Your room is kind of like a zoo nowadays. You can probably find just loose mice hanging around.
No,
that.
you buy them from the store. They come in a little box, and you pull them out of the bag. And then
It's
you
just-
cut it open. You put it in cold water first, and you take it out.
You
put
cut
it
the
in
mouse
warm.
open?
No, you put it in warm water, and then you can feed it.
I understand that's how the world works, and like the life and all this, and you eat whatever, but it just sounds so nasty. We caught it the last time. We haven't seen it actually eating it. We caught it the last time. We saw just like the legs and the tail sticking out. It was just finishing.
Just finishing his meal.
It's freaking crazy.
Yeah, but
He's
so
showing
if you guys have snakes that don't want to be eating, I have a little tip to help you guys with that. So if you guys have like a frog or a toad or something, you can rub the snake's food on that so it gets a little bit of the toad's or the frog's smell, and they'll think it's a frog or a toad, and then they'll want to eat it. So if your snake isn't eating, that might work.
This is all just disturbing.
All right. Who wants another joke?
Oh no!
I literally just did
Did
one.
you only have 2 jokes? Well, we're finishing up here. We only did 2
I have
jokes.
another 2.
Well, we only did 2 today, right?
Yes.
And I got
We
them
have
both
3.
immediately. So I have 3 points out of 2 jokes. I'm ahead of the game.
I don't know if you'll get this one.
All right, let's hear it.
What always gets taken before you see it?
Picture.
No freaking way.
I got it right away. That's 1.5 again.
What?
So I got 4.5.
What's
Out of
gotten into
3.
this dude today?
I got 4.5 out of 3. I'm focused, man. I am focused. It's the cryotherapy.
What is this?
It's the cryo. It shocks your brain and stimulates your mind.
And it literally shocked your nose.
Yeah, ooh, made my hunger bigger than normal.
Yeah, but it's going down a little bit now. This one.
Just got a big nose.
Or it went up.
It's going down or went up. That's just brilliant. All right. All right, we got one more since we didn't get in the middle there. We got to get rolling here.
All right, one more joke?
Yeah.
All right.
To see if I could just go.
If
really
the
quick.
alphabet goes from A to Z, what goes from Z to A?
Zebra.
What?
So I got 6 points out of 4. I got all your jokes not only correct, but I got them immediate. So I got more than 1 point for each one. Because the rule is if I get the joke immediately, I get 1.5 points. If I get it within 10 seconds, I get 1 point. If I need a hint, I get a 0.5 point. If I get like ridiculous hints that almost give it away and still get it, I get a 1/4 point. I got 1.5 points for all that before you even started the timer.
That means we got some good jokes.
Why can't I get credit for just being a smart dude?
We got good jokes. You don't get the camera's like tilted.
Whatever.
Yeah, you don't get any credit.
We're tilted.
We're tilted.
All right, we got to wrap this up. So this has been Breaking the Cycle episode number what?
29 or 28.
Oh my God,
28. We are not sure. Post it in the comments what you think it is or what you know it is.
All right.
Well, I want to know.
Anything you want to finish off and tell them as we finish off?
No excuses!
Very, very, very normal show. The Tim Asbury get it from. You are freaking awesome. You are freaking awesome. No excuses.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits.